of the Reavers. Works very well both ways, so it's definitely a good strategy by him. And Observatory actually going to go down, so he's going to get Observers first, so that we can clear out those mines in front of his base and actually push out a little bit with his Dragoon. Otherwise, those mines are going to give out way too much scouting information to Lomo. And Citadel of a Doom going down for Shuttle as well. Armory, missile turrets. This is interesting. He's going for the armory already, so he's going to be going for some fast upgrades here. And and he's also getting these turrets up, so no DTs, and the shuttles will be forced to micro extremely well. If he does end up going for a Reaver here, I didn't see this robotic support yet, but if he does end up going for some sort of a Reaver build here, he's going to be very, very careful with his shuttles against all of these turrets, but there are several turrets going up around his base. And Lomo even taking an engineering bid, covering up one of his shuttles, so if one shuttle, covering up one of his turrets, so when Shuttle comes in with a shuttle, I like that. If he comes in with a shuttle, then he'll have to, then he won't even know it's coming. Observer out, it's going to be wandering around, but it's not going, actually not going out to the front to clear those mines quite yet. Templar Archives going down, as well as the Stargate, so we are going to see some very, very fast Arbiters off of 2 base. 2 gas Arbiters is extremely difficult to support, actually, so this is going to be, he's going to need some great Arbiter play here in order to counter it, because with only 2 gas, you can't really sit there and produce that many Arbiters while at the same time pumping out Dragoons, and you're not going to have as many high Templar or anything, so he's going to be very, very dependent on effectively using his Arbiters in order to win his battles, and he can't afford to lose anything that costs gas, and he's going to lose that Observer. Really, his gas is so precious right now. When you're doing two base Arbiters, 2 base carriers, every bit of your gas is so precious, and you can't waste these Observers at all. He is finally going to go around clearing these mines with the second Observer. I don't think, no, this hasn't been scouted out or anything yet, so that's one good thing. We did see a couple concept stations going up, so we will see some scans coming in pretty soon. And I think it would have been wise to spread that Arbiter Tribunal farther away from his Nexus, so that way, when the natural scan comes in, it won't see the Arbiter Tribunal necessarily. He might have been able to hide that a little longer, but he chose not to, probably, for whatever reason, he chose not to. And we're going to see the first-person view from Shuttle, and we don't really know why we're seeing this, because he's not really doing anything special at all. And it looks like, let's see here, Lomo is mining out the minerals at the bottom left, so he's going to open up that door so that way he can expand to the bottom left base. And Shuttle at the same time throwing down the base at the top right, so he's going to be going for his third as well and trying to get that third gas up, but yeah, he's still going to be very, very dependent upon this initial Arbiter or two to win, to keep him around, to really keep win the battle. And Arbiter Tribunal is down, but no Arbiter being produced quite yet, which is very odd. I would have thought that would be produced immediately on the back, because he's going to need them. There's already 4 tanks, some Marines, and a Vulture out for Lomo, so it's a pretty powerful force against this Dragoon build that Shuttle has so far. Four tanks. Well, here comes some more tanks. There's actually 5 tanks now, and the tanks are actually going to set up a little perimeter here and try and secure this third base, make it difficult to impossible for Shuttle to attack it. And Shuttle actually doing making a great play here at the top of the map. He's throwing down 3 pylons as well as a forge, and that's going to form a block there, so that way Vultures can't get through and do any damage to the third base as he's putting it up. And he's also probably going to throw down a cannon or 2 around here just to further hinder any sort of Vulture harassment. But at the same time, Lomo is going to be able to get his third base up very, very soon here. The command center is already being lifted and floated over, and as you know, 3-base Terran versus 3-base Protoss is definitely an advantage to the Terran player. Just the way the economics works out, it's definitely an advantage. And a couple more factories going down now for Lomo, so he's going to be able to start macroing pretty well if he's on his game. This engineering bay was floated out just a little bit too far, and it's probably going to go down. Shuttle has to be kind of careful about these mines, but his observer can apparently see them. And so no problems. And the Vultures are coming out now on the bottom set of ramps there, and they're going to throw some down some more mines on these ramps and things. But he's still not going to be able to get into the base for Shuttle just because of the of the number of Dragoons there and the fact that he does still have that really big tech choke. And these Vultures are probably just going to get surrounded and eaten alive. And they're going to go up to the top to see whether or not the third base is going to go down. He's going to see the pylons, so he's going to know that that base is, if it's not up already, then it's going to be going up very, very soon. So he's going to be prepared for a 3-base here. 3-base Protoss here. And I really think Shuttle is going to need to do something here. He does have his first Arbiter out, so now we'll see what type of what play he has in mind for his Arbiter. This is going to be so important how he uses this Arbiter initially, because his army, while it looks pretty strong, it's not that strong because of the lack of high Templar and such things. It's not as strong as he would probably want it to be. He's going to be very dependent upon this Arbiter to do a lot of damage. And there's a lot of tanks out right now for for Lomo, and he knows that this is coming. He's throwing down mines everywhere, and there's several supply depots there to stop anything from getting to his tanks. So this is going to be bad for Shuttle. Shuttle should not be going in. Oh my god, those Zealots got destroyed by mines. The supply depots are doing a great job in terms of blocking forces. The Vultures are still around, but there are still some Zealots getting through. And there's a lot of Dragoons. They actually might get through to the tanks. They're actually getting through to the tanks. The tanks are going to get hit here. And actually, this might be bad for Lomo. Lomo, there might actually be enough forces here that Lomo could go down. The Bubblegum Terran might be in danger here. He's just chewing furiously. Still got this line of 4 tanks in the back that's doing so much damage. I'm sure he's scanning like crazy, and he's bringing SCVs in to block just that little extra time for those tanks. He needs every second possible for these tanks to do as much damage as they can. Those SCVs about a few crucial seconds there so the tanks can do some more damage, but now the Dragoons are all up in the grill of the tanks. The tanks are all going down. Shuttle is absolutely destroying Lomo's army. Wow. Wow. I am very impressed right now. I don't know what happened there. Lomo should not have gone down that fast. Comparatively, considering the tech that went into that Arbiter, Lomo should have definitely had more forces on the ground. And there goes a stasis on the 2 back tanks there for Lomo, and this is going to be bad. He's forced to lift his natural command center already. That command center could go down if Shuttle decides to focus fire on it. And this is just looking so terrible for Mr. Bubblegum, and I think he's going to be able to hold this. No, I don't even know if he's going to be able to hold this choke. There's just a flood of Zealots and Dragoons coming in here. The Dragoons are going to sit here and keep shooting at this command center. They're going to take it down 400 HP, about down to 300. Can't even tell. I don't know. I don't think that command center is going to die. That command center goes down, and the Dragoons are still streaming into the base of Lomo. And now Shuttle also sending a couple Dragoons down to the bottom left, so he's going to go see that the 3rd base is up as well. And Lomo just looks terrible. He just looks frightened. He looks actually frightened. I don't think I've ever seen a programmer look frightened before. I've seen him look sad. I've seen him look depressed. I've seen him look angry. I didn't think I've ever seen a player look so frightened as he did right now. And there's the GG. Shuttle laughing it off, and Lomo just getting absolutely destroyed there. I don't know what he did there. There's no reason for him to have that small of an army on the map. I don't know if he mismacroed or if he just, I don't know what it was, but yeah, Shuttle had a bigger army on the field. He had higher tech on the field. I don't know. He had everything higher. And the 12 necks, well, that did make a difference. It shouldn't have not have made that big of a difference. I'm very disappointed in Lomo, actually. And yeah, he goes down. So that's going to be a 1-1 now, and we're going to go on to set 3. It's going to be Cal versus Haya on Neo Medusa.